have already studied properties of tangent to a circle. In today's video, we will do some of the problems based on properties of tangent to a circle. First question is, prove that the parallelogram circumscribing a circle is a rhombus. So you can see here the parallelogram A, B, C, D, and the circle is inside the parallelogram. That is why it is called parallelogram circumscribing a circle, and the circle touches the parallelogram at P, Q, R, S. We need to prove that this ABCD is a rhombus. To prove that ABCD is a rhombus, we need to prove AB equal to BC equal to DC equal to AD. In rhombus, all the sides are equal. So we need to prove that all the sides are equal for this parallelogram ABCD. And also we know that in parallelogram, opposite sides are equal and parallel. Now we know that tangent drawn from the external point to the circle are equal. A is an external point to the circle, and two tangents are drawn from the point A to the circle. One is AS and the other is AP. And tangent means the line segment which touches the circle at one and only one point, that is called as tangent. So I can write that AP equal to AS because tangent drawn from the external point to the circle are equal. Same way, if I take the point D, D is an external point with respect to the circle, and two tangents are drawn from the point D. So it is DR and DS. So I can write DR is equal to DS. Same way, so give this equation number 1. This is equation number 2. Next, if you take the point B, I can say BP equal to BQ. So this is my equation number 3. And if you take the point C, you can say that it is CR is equal to CQ. So equation number 4. And we are using the property tangent drawn from the external point to the circle are equal. Now adding 1, 2, 3 and 4, I have AP plus DR plus BP plus CR is equal to AS plus DS plus BQ plus CQ. Now we need to arrange this. So DR and CR I am going to write together. DR plus CR, that is one thing, again plus AP and BP, that is the second one, equal to, we can write AS plus DS, this is one group, and another group is BQ plus CQ. Now we can write DR plus CR, DR plus CR is DC, AP plus BP is AB, AS plus DS is nothing but AD, and BQ plus CQ is BC. So we got BC plus AB equal to AD plus BC. This already in the last video we have proved that a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle, prove that DC plus AB equal to AD plus BC, we have already proved. But here we need to prove that this is a rhombus. Now we know that here they have given, instead of quadrilateral, it is a parallelogram given, and we know that opposite sides of the parallelogram are equal. So instead of DC, I can write as AB. AB plus AB, and instead of BC, I can write as AD because opposite sides of the parallelogram are equal, and so I can write BC is equal to AD and AB is equal to DC. So both are equal. Now 2AB is equal to 2AD. That means AB is equal to AD. AB is equal to AD. But we know that AB is equal to DC. Also we know that AD is equal to BC. So all the four sides are equal. Hence ABCD is a rhombus. So we have proved ABCD is a rhombus using the property that length of tangent drawn from the external point to the circle are equal. Now next, a triangle ABC is drawn to circumscribe a circle of radius 4 cm. So you can see a triangle and you can see a circle inside the triangle, and the radius of the circle is 4 cm, such that the segment BD and DC into which BC is divided by the point of contact D are of length 8 and 6. That means BD is 8 centimeter, DC is 6 centimeter. BD is 8 centimeter and CD is 6 centimeter. We need to find the length of AC and AB. How will you find length of AB and AC? Now they have given CD is equal to 6 centimeter. I can write CF is also 6 centimeter because if you consider the point C, it is an external point with respect to the circle, and CF and CD are tangent drawn from the external point to the circle, and we know that length of the tangent drawn from the external point to the circle are equal. Same way, BD and BE are equal. So length of the tangent drawn from the external point B to the circle are equal. Now for time being, I am taking let AF be X. That means AE will be also X because tangent drawn from the external point A to the circle are equal. Now BC, the length of BC is 6 plus 8, which is equal to 14 centimeter. So I am going to take BC as A, length of BC be A, that is equal to 14 centimeter. Again, length of AC I am going to take as B, which is equal to X plus 6, and length of AB I am going to take as C, which is equal to X plus 8 centimeter. Now we know the semi-perimeter formula. While you have studied in 9th standard Heron's formula, you have studied about semi-perimeter. Semi-perimeter is denoted by small letter s, and it is equal to sum of all the three sides of the triangle divided by 2. So which is equal to 14 plus x plus 6 plus x plus 8 divided by 2, which is equal to 14 plus 6 plus 8 is equal to 28. So I have 2x plus x is 2x by plus 28 divided by 2. If I take 2 outside, it is x plus 14. So my semi-perimeter is x plus 14. Now how I am going to find out the sides, the length of the side AC and AB means I am going to find out first area of this big triangle ABC by Heron's formula. Heron's formula we know it is nothing but root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C, where A, B, C are sides of the triangle. We already have the sides of the triangle, and S is called as semi-perimeter. Semi-perimeter means sum of all the three sides divided by 2. That also we got. So I am going to find out area of this big triangle ABC. Now this big triangle is divided into three small triangles like this. These are the three small triangles. One is OCB, second one is OAB, and third one is OCA. Now I am going to find out area of these three triangles separately. And area, when you add area of all these three small triangles, will get area of big triangles. From that we can find out the value of x. So this is the procedure. We are going to find out area of the triangle by Heron's formula. Then we are going to find out separately area of these three triangles using Heron's formula. We are going to equate it. So first we will find out area of triangle ABC, big triangle ABC. So area of triangle ABC is equal to root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. S is nothing but x plus 14 and A is x plus 14, S minus A. S minus A, if you want we can find out separately, that is x plus 14 minus 14. So it is S, x, and S minus B. S minus B is x plus 14 minus x minus 6. So x and x cancel. 14 minus 6 is 8. Again S minus C. S minus C is x plus 14 minus x minus 8. X and x cancel. 14 minus 8 is 6. So we have square root of This is 48x, square root of 48x, 6 into 8 is 48x into x plus 14. So let it be there, 48x into x plus 14. Now we will find out the area of the three triangles separately. So first we will find, that is, area of triangle AOB plus area of, we need to find area of triangle ABC is nothing but area of triangle AOB plus area of triangle BOC plus area of triangle AOC, which is equal to area of the big triangle ABC. Area of big triangle ABC already we got. Now this, to find out this, I am going to use the formula half base into height. So here height, if you take, it is radius of the circle. We have to use that data also. They have given radius of the circle is 4 centimeter. So I can write same way. First is AOB. So half base into height. Half base is, height is 4, base is x plus 8. For the second one, area of BOC is half into 4. Again base is 14, 6 plus 8 is 14. Now for the third triangle, half into 4, height is 4, base is x plus 6. Now this is equal to square root of 48x into x plus 14. We need to simplify this. So when you simplify, we know that half into 4 is nothing but 2. When you cancel this, half into 4 is common everywhere. We can write half into 4 is common everywhere. We can write x plus 8 plus 14 plus x plus 6. This is nothing but 2s, that is perimeter of the circle. Perimeter of the circle is sum of all the three sides is equal to perimeter of the circle. So it is 2s. S means semi-perimeter, and we already got the semi-perimeter as x plus 14. So I can write here, this 2 will get cancelled. So this is nothing but 2 into S is x plus 14. X plus 14 I can write, which is equal to 48x into x plus 14. Square root is there. So to remove the square root, we need to square both sides. So I have 4 into x plus 14 is 14. The whole square, we need to put this 48 into x plus 14. So here 2, we have taken the square on both sides. When you take the square on both sides, the root has got disappeared. 4 square is 16 into x plus 14 the whole square is equal to 48x into x plus 14. I can cancel 1x plus 14 from both sides, and we know that 48 by 16 is nothing but 3. So this you can write x plus 14 is equal to 3x. Again x is x, 3x, you take the x to the other side, is equal to 14. So which is equal to 2x is equal to 14, and x is equal to 14 by 2, which is 7 centimeter. Now we can find out the length of AB and AC. Length of AB will be, we got the value of x as 7 centimeter. 7 plus 8 is 15 centimeter, and 7 plus 6 is 13 centimeter. 7 plus 8 is 15 centimeter, and 7 plus 6 is 13. Second, the area of the full triangle. Then we have divided the triangle into 3 parts. We have found out area of the big triangle is equal to sum of areas of 3 small triangles, and from that we got the value of x. Next question. Prove that opposite sides of a quadrilateral circumscribing a circle subtend supplementary angle at the center of the circle? So this is the question. And we know that opposite sides of the quadrilateral. Here opposite sides of the quadrilateral are AD and CB. AD and CB are opposite sides of the quadrilateral. One pair of opposite side. AB and DC are the other pair of opposite side. So AB and DC, this is one pair of opposite side. Again AD and BC, this is the second pair of opposite side. Now we need to prove that opposite sides of the quadrilateral circumscribing a circle subtend supplementary angle at the center. That means we need to prove angle, if you take the center as O, angle AOD plus angle BOC equal to supplementary means 180 degree. This is the opposite side. The angle subtended at the center by this opposite side, and this is also the opposite side of AD is BC. So these two angles, when you add, you should get 180 degree. Similarly, we can prove that angle DOC plus angle AOB equal to 180 degree. This is what we need to prove. So actually the quadrilateral and the circle, it will be like this. The figure is quadrilateral and the circle, and the center is O and AOD. These two angles, we need to prove that it is 180 degree. So to prove this, we have done the extra construction. We have joined OP, then we have joined OR. You can see here OQ and OS. So these are the extra constructions we have done: OP, OR, OQ and OS. Also, I am going to name the angles like this. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can write angle 1 equal to angle 2. Angle 3 will be equal to angle 4. Angle 5 is equal to angle 6, and finally angle 7 equal to angle 8. How? We have already proved this. You consider these two triangles. One is OAS. If you consider the triangle OAS and triangle OAP, for example, if you consider these two triangles, we know that this angle is 90 degree, and here also this angle will be 90 degree. So one angle is equal for both of these triangles. Again, the length of the tangent drawn from the external point, that is AP, will be equal to AS. Again, OA is common for both the triangles, and also we know that angle OSA is equal to angle OPA 90 degree. By RHS congruence rule, these two triangles are congruent. So if these two triangles are congruent, then I can say that the angles also will be equal. Therefore, this angle 1 will be equal to this angle, and these two angles are also equal. So already we have proved this. So by that I wrote angle 1 equal to angle 2, angle 3 equal to angle 4, angle 5 equal to angle 6, and angle 7 is equal to angle 8. Now if you add all these, that is angle 1 plus, we know that if you add all these angles, angle 1 plus, angle 2 plus, angle 3 plus, angle 4 plus, angle 5 plus, angle 6 plus, angle 7 plus, angle 8 is 360, because angle at the center of the circle will be the complete angle. It will be 360 degree. Now angle 1 is equal to angle 2. So I can write as 2 times angle 1. Again angle 3 equal to angle 4. So I can write it as angle 4. Again angle 5 is equal to angle 6. So I'll write angle 5 replaced by any one, angle 8. So this is equal to 360, or we can say that angle 1 plus angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 8 is equal to angle 1 plus angle 4 plus angle 5 plus angle 8 is equal to 180 degree. Just check, angle 1 plus angle 8. What is angle 1 plus angle 8? Angle 1 plus angle 8 is nothing but angle AOD. Same way, what is angle 5 plus angle 4? Angle 5 plus angle 4 is nothing but angle BOC is equal to 180 degree. This is what we need to prove. We have written angle subtended by the opposite sides of the quadrilateral at the center of the angles are supplementary. So AOD, see AOD angle 1 plus 8 and 5 plus 4 is equal to 180 degree. Similarly, we can prove if you take the other side 7 plus 6, 2 plus 3 if you take, then we can prove this also DOC plus AOB equal to 180 degree. Hence, we can say that opposite sides of the quadrilateral circumscribing a circle subtend supplementary angle at the center of the circle. Thank you for watching my video.